Hi, welcome to the Crochet Show. Thanks for clicking on my thumbnail. And I have something great in store for you today because I'm gonna crochet with 3 of my favorite crochet stitches. I can't wait to start. Let's go! Well, I'm gonna crochet with my 3 favorite crochet stitches, or 3 of my favorite stitches, because let's be honest, there are just so many gorgeous stitches, but I chose 3 of them. I'm gonna use the granite stitch or the moss stitch. Those 2 names are both frequently used. I'm gonna use crossed double crochet stitches, and I'm gonna use granny stripes. If you're not familiar with these crochet stitches, don't fret, I'm gonna show you how they work in just a little bit. But first let me tell you about the lovely yarn I'm gonna use for this project. And that is this yarn. It's a cotton-like yarn. It feels like cotton, but it's actually 100% acrylic, and it's from Turkey. And I got it from a very interesting Dutch designer. He's a guy, so let me tell you about the guy behind the yarn. It's Mr. J, and Mr. J is quite famous designer in Holland. He is from Turkey and he came to Holland to work, but he knew no one over here. So to kill time, he just started to crochet. He lives as a designer now. He has his own yarn store and he sells his own patterns. It's an amazing story. And I interviewed him for our Dutch channel, where we do a crochet live stream every week. And I got this lovely yarn from him when I visited him. I love the way the colors switch. These are not colors I would normally pick together myself, but I'm really surprised how well they work. So I'm very interested to see what it's going to be like. So now it's time to show you how my 3 favorite crochet stitches actually work. The granite stitch, you start with a single crochet, then chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and then another single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and then 1 single crochet. That's it, basically. You keep doing this until the end of your row. And at the end of your row, you do your single crochet, and then I have 1 stitch left, and there I will make another single crochet to get a nice and neat edge. Then chain 1, turn your work, and now you do the opposite of the previous row. So you start off with a single crochet at the edge, and then you do a single crochet on top of every chain, and a chain on top of every single crochet. And that's the granite stitch. For the awesome cross double crochet, we start off with 2 chains. You skip 1 stitch and you make a double crochet in the next stitch. Then you go back and crochet a double crochet in the stitch you just skipped. And then you have a nice effect of 2 crossing lines, like a little X. There are other techniques where you crochet the second double crochet by going around the back of the first one, but I like this technique best. And last but not least, my 3rd favorite stitch, granny stripes. This stitch is made up of clusters of 3 double crochets. We also start off with 2 chains. This counts as the first double crochet of your first cluster. But as you are at the edge of your work, the first cluster only contains 2 double crochets, so we make 1 more in the first stitch of the row. Then we skip 2 stitches, and in the 3rd stitch we crochet 3 double crochets. So that's your next cluster. And you keep doing this till the end of your row. And then at the end you do one last cluster of 2 double crochets in the very last stitch to get that edge again. And that's it. So those are the 3 stitches I chose, 3 of my absolute favorite stitches, and they're very beginner friendly because it's just single crochets, double crochets, chains. It's not that hard, but the effect is, well, I love it. I love it. I hope you do too. If you have favorite stitches that you would like to share, maybe I can use them in a future project. Please share them in the comments, so that we can inspire each other with all those gorgeous crochet stitches. I showed you the stitches, so let's continue with them. Just look at these gorgeous colors. I think it's like a little beach. It turns out like a little beach. I love it.
Beach.
Well, I'm gonna do a little bit of the granite stitch now. I was thinking, like, how do you learn new stitches? I think it's mainly because you experience new stitches in like patterns, but in those patterns it never says we are gonna crochet the granite stitch now. So you know you are creating a new stitch you don't know yet, but you don't know what it's called. If a pattern says we're gonna do the granite stitch now, then I know what it's gonna be like. I'm gonna go for it. I know that, or the granny scribe, or well, but mainly I learn new stitches through patterns, just trying it out. And I also like to check out books about crochet stitches, and then just try it out. Just get a ball of yarn and a hook, and just try it out, see what it looks like. And I also love to just search on Pinterest and just browse. Search for crochet stitches, and then just browse, and you can get so much inspiration from that. Then I have another row. Oh, those colors are just gorgeous. I love that. And I'm just using single crochets in the front loop or the back loop, but those give those nice little lines. I love that, between the different types of stitches. One problem of this type of yarn, it's very loosely winded up, as you see. So it's constantly the ball of yarn is just falling apart all the time, and it's so many knots in it. That's mostly on me, because I'm not very good at keeping balls of yarn tidy, and I have a lot of knots that I always... There are a few times that I crochet that I was 80% of the time I just was trying to get out the knots that I encountered. I really like how it's going. I have done one row of the granite stitch. I just love projects that use all kinds of different stitches. And I was just thinking, I visited last Christmas an amazing project, a huge Christmas tree that was made at a senior center close by, and it was the largest Christmas tree of the country, I think, and it was all knitted and crocheted in all kinds of different stitches, and all granny squares, but like huge granny squares. And then 2 people crocheted all those squares together. It was amazing. Look at those colors and those stitches. I really love it. I think this could be a nice scarf, but it also could be like a nice pillowcase for a garden bench, because it's got a whole summery vibe. I love it. I'm definitely going to do something with this. I'm gonna think of what it will be, but I love to work with my favorite stitches. I hope you loved it too. And please inspire me with your favorite stitches. If you don't want to miss anything from the crochet show, everything, please subscribe to our channel. Then you won't miss a video. And well, we'll be back for more. So see you then.